Coming in fine. Okay. I don't know if it's a TikTok issue or if it's an issue on my end. Okay. Thank you, Fally. Okay. All right, everyone. Let's go ahead and get this thing started. I don't know what's going on with the signal, but the only thing I could do is go ahead and get it started. Thank you, Miss K. Thank you, Fally and Joey. She said, if you run, you'll have no lag. All right. We are here in the city of Zhanjiang. We just arrived last night. We are walking around the historic district. Going to spend all day today exploring the historic district. This is very, very representative of what a Cantonese small city looks like 30, 40, even 60, 70 years ago. All right. I got to work through some signal issues. Hopefully, yeah, people sitting on the road, they're selling fruits and vegetables and different handicrafts. But this city has a lot of history. However, the things that we're going to see today is going to be very, very representative of the immigrant life that you see here represented by the Cantonese people. What do I mean by the immigrant life? There's a lot of immigrants in the United States and in Canada that are descended from people that are from this area of China. All right, there's a lot of immigrants who've immigrated to Southeast Asia, to the United States, to Europe in the last Bodine, can one of my moderators let me know if the signal is coming in and out? That's what I thought. You know what? The only thing I could do is keep it moving. Let's just keep it moving. Thank you, Bodine. What's going on over here? It's good? Okay. All right. Let me explain the history of this place. All right. The folks that live in this part of China are very, very adventurous. Thank you, Broly. Historically, 400, 500, 600, 700 years ago, Guangdong was what I would call a generally pretty impoverished area of China. Okay? With the exception of Canton, which used to be a trading port. But this entire area used to be a pretty impoverished area in all of China. Thank you, Broly. A lot of people relied on going into the oceans to fish every single day in order to make a living and to feed their families. So this is why a lot of the people that live here have an adventurous spirit. Okay? Meaning they are used to being on the ocean. They are used to going everywhere in Asia, going everywhere in the Americas, going everywhere in Europe. They're very, very adventurous. Okay? Because the reason I would say this, because number one, they're right next to the ocean. Very easy for them to explore, get on a boat and explore. Okay, big batches of immigrants in Malaysia, Singapore, the Philippines, a lot of descendants of Chinese people that are living in the Southeast Asian countries actually come from here. So when you come out here, you're going to notice a lot of things about their architecture, about their buildings that look very different from the rest of China. Thank you, Bay. What do I mean by that? Is if you look at these architectural elements over here, these are very old. These are probably 40, 50-year-old buildings. Most of them are abandoned. Okay, check this out right here. Most of them are abandoned, but this is going to be representative of a Cantonese building style that represents a lot of combination of Chinese and European architecture. Okay, if that makes sense. Let's just keep it moving, man. Thank you, Charlie Lambert. There's nothing I can do about the signal. The only thing I can do is keep it moving. What up, Sharon P? What up, country girl? It looks like the signal is okay. It looks like you guys could hear and see me well. It looks like it's okay. Let's keep it walking. Let's just keep it moving, man. That's the only thing we could do. Let's just keep it moving. Now, the folks that live here, thank you, Eileen and Nana. The folks that live here, most of the people that live here are the original residents of the city of Zhanjiang. And the folks that are still staying in these buildings over here typically are over the age of 50. Okay, thank you, Evelyn and Bay and Melanated. What do I mean by over the age of 50? Well, the reason is very simple. Most young people don't want to stay in an older neighborhood like this. It's hard for a young man to find a wife, to get married if the home that you prepare to get yourself married and move into with the girl, with the woman, is somewhere in this neighborhood. So most of the people that still live here are shop owners, original inhabitants. It's a very close-knit community, but most of the people here are on the older side, over 50, 60, 70 years old, the original residents that haven't moved out, okay? And I don't think they'll be moving out anytime soon. What I mean by that is there's really very little commercial projects going on in the city of Zhanjiang, in this neighborhood. Number one, they want to preserve it for historical purposes. Number two, there just isn't enough economic activity here to justify tearing this down and moving all these people out. Okay? All right, we're in the city of Zhanjiang. We're in southern China. We're in the deep south. Let's keep it moving. My signal today is not looking great, but hopefully... What up, Tim? Thank you, Toy Man. Yeah, I got her WeChat, man. I gotta go hit her up today after this live stream. So let's keep it moving. Thank you, Night Wolf. Signal's okay for the people that are watching, I hope. This is in Zhanjiang, that's right. Signal's a little bit better. Thank you, Joe Low. Yes, this is really odd. I'm showing red, which means no signal, but all the comments are coming through. All the people tapping on the screen, the hearts are coming through. Very odd. All right, cool. Check this out. Thank you, Crabman and Jeff. Thank you, Bay. All right, excellent. Okay. All right, great to see everyone. Happy Thursday evening. It's Friday morning for me. Great to see everyone. Let's just keep it moving, man. The hearts help us move up the rankings. Thank you, Eric and Night Wolf. They only cost a penny. Check this out. Now see this? For those of you that were with the channel back in July when we were in the city of Guangzhou, that is the capital city of Guangdong province. In English, we call it Canton. Guangzhou is basically a fancier version of this. Thank you, Norma and Tim. What do I mean by that? A fancier version of Zhanjiang. Thank you, I Am Wells. Here, thank you, RD Runner. Y'all ever seen the movie Rush Hour 2 where the lady walks past Chris Tucker and says, "Move, Kobe"? That's what this lovely that's what this lovely woman just reminded me of. I thought she was gonna say, "Move, Kobe," as she slowly moves past me. Let's keep moving. Thank you, Jane. Here's a move, Kobe. All right, let's keep moving. Let's keep it moving. All right, subtropical weather here. So even though it's tropical weather here, so even though it's November, and Jacqueline, thank you, and in the northeastern United States and here in China it's already snowing. Here in southern China, still very hot, t-shirt weather. Okay, so let's keep it moving. Look at that. All right. Let me explain some of the good food that they have here. Thank you, Nicole and Pepper. What are some things that they like to eat around here? Number one, the food that they have here. Thank you, Nicole and Pepper. What are some things that they like to eat around here? Number one, they love to eat beef. Beef innards. Ni hao. Thank you, I Am Wells. Like beef stomach, beef tripe. Let's keep moving. And look at all this. Let's just keep exploring the streets, everybody. Beautiful. All right, let's just keep walking. Thank you, Faye. Now, does this look a little bit different than some of the other neighborhoods we've been to in other parts of China? Thank you, Regina. It's very busy. What do you notice? Anybody notice any differences between what you see in northern parts of China and what you see here? Thank you, G-Net. The number one difference, thank you, Faye, the number one difference is that all these buildings tried to incorporate a lot of European architectural elements. Thank you, Faye. What do I mean by that? When these things were originally built, they were all painted white. Okay? They got the balconies that are facing outside. Very typical Cantonese building style. Okay, all these immigrants that went overseas, they typically went to British or French colonies in Southeast Asia. Singapore, which used to be, I think, a British colony, Malaysia, all these places. And what they did is they learned from the people that live in these British colonies how to build European-style buildings. And when they came back, they made a little bit of money overseas. They came back, they brought this style with them. And this is why Guangdong, when you come into real Cantonese architecture, it looks different from the rest of China. Okay, I am Wells. Thank you. Let's keep moving, man. Let's just keep moving. Hopefully our signal will get better. Thank you. I am Wells. What's up, everybody? Good evening. Good evening. Good evening. Stacy, Liz, and British, French, and Spanish. And you know, this is the other thing about this city is you're not going to see a lot of Americans. You won't see a lot of foreigners because this place has not become a successful tourist spot. So this city is not that popular. You're not going to see a lot of tourists in the streets. Therefore, all the stores that you see on the side of the street over here, thank you, Liz, they all serve the local residents. They're all very practical stores, meaning you're going to have appliance stores like this. Thank you, Liz. They sell refrigerators, washing machines, and very little here that is designed for the tourist. Okay? Look at this. Thank you, Liz. How much is the washer? Man, Gary, this washer probably $150, $200 at the most. $300 at the most. Thank you, Chuck, for extending your sub. Man, the prices are super reasonable. You gotta remember, man, this is like if you were back home in America, this is like if you were in a small city in the middle of Florida. That's where we're at. You know, thank you, Donna and TLC. Everything is slower paced here. You know, this is a little jewelry store. Thank you, TLC. Everything is slower paced. Everything is chill. You won't see any people rushing to the corporate jobs in the morning. There's going to be no traffic jam in this city. Very, very chill. Thank you, Jerry. Man, Pugs. Great to see you, Pugs. Pugs, great to see you. Thank you, Pugs. Thank you. Thank you, Pugs. Pugs, I don't think our signal is very good today. I'm sorry about that. Thank you to Silliest Goose. Thank you, Pugs. I don't think our signal is working very well today, so y'all gonna have to bear with me as I keep walking around. Keep moving. Thank you, G-Net. What's up, boss? Hold up, man. Let me. All right, thank you, Pugs. I appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you very much, Pugs. Thank you, Mauricio and Stacy. Let's keep moving. Thank you, Mauricio. Great to see you, Mauricio. Thank you. Pugs, thank you very much. Thank you. I know you can't stay. Thank you very much. Keep going. Signal's good. Cool. All right, you know what? Let me just come this way. Let me just keep walking around. See if my signal will turn back green. Talking about the city. What is up, Butters? Black Widow. All right, let me talk a little bit more about the city of Zhanjiang. I used to have a female friend who's from this city. All right, when you come out here to the city of Zhanjiang, all right, this is China. We are in southern China. Thank you, G-Nut. This is, you know, we do have a route that we're gonna take today, walking. But I just wanted to take you guys to show you what a tier 3, tier 4 small Chinese city looks like in China. Okay, what time is it over here? 10:42. Let's keep moving. This is about 250 miles from Shenzhen. If you drove here, it would take you about 5 hours. Thank you, Skips. Everything is so chill. See, someone just asked me in Chinese if I was in Guangzhou, if I was in Canton. You amazed? Looks old, right? Let's keep walking. I will go to Taishan, but the problem is if I climb the Taishan, I have to make sure there's a signal the whole time. Taishan is one of the most beautiful mountains in all of China. It's got a lot of history. Look, man, my number one impression of this place, coming out here, roaming on the first day here, is that this place reminds me of China 20 years ago when I left to go to the United States. If you take away all these cars, I would tell you that life basically hasn't changed much at all. I saw a Walmart on the way here in my cab, but as you can see, man, life here is just super, super slow paced. Life is super chill, man. This reminds me of China, the China that I knew when I was growing up here as a young boy. It's just really very little has changed. Very little has changed. And this is why we do these things outside of the major cities, to walk around in these older neighborhoods in these smaller cities, because it just goes to show you how similar China is to the United States. If you're in New York City and you're in Chicago, you see the beautiful skyscrapers, the beautiful buildings. But if you go to a lot of small towns in the Rust Belt in Michigan and Iowa and Ohio and Pennsylvania, you're going to see really places that don't look like it's changed for 30, 40, 50 years. And that's what these cities are like in China. If you go to Beijing, thank you, Greg Robertson, thank you. If you go to Beijing, you're in Shanghai, you see all these content creators that are making a lot of videos on TikTok or YouTube about how modern China has become. And it has become very modern, but there's still so much room for growth for this country internally, especially in places like this. Just look at these places here. Thank you, Cali. I love America, man. Thank you, Callie and Carolyn. Thank you, Donna. It's like when you come out to a place like this and you live here, life is just very comfortable. Thank you, Callie. Life is very, very comfortable. You don't have a lot of pressure. You don't have a lot of stress. Everything is inexpensive here. Look at this. You see that? This is a school. This is how all the parents drop off their kids over here on scooters. Okay, thank you, Janelle. Your life radius is probably within a couple miles of what you're looking at. You live here. Your work is probably close to here. You have a shop. What a lot of parents are doing right now? They're waiting to take their kids home for lunch break. Okay, thank you, TLC. So they're already waiting in their scooters for their kids to come out. Okay? Beautiful. Is there a hutong in this city? In southern China, there's really no such thing as a hutong. That's a northern Chinese concept. It's just a bunch of alleys and a bunch of older neighborhoods. Hutong is an idea of Beijing and northern China, meaning, get this, that is where the emperor used to live. The city put a lot of thought into how Beijing would be districted so that the residents would be comfortable. It's a very modern looking city back then. Here where we are in Zhanjiang, this is again another one of those places where in ancient China, the emperor sent prisoners, the emperor sent disgraced officials, people that he didn't want to see anymore in his life were sent here in ancient China. Basically, criminals. Criminals were sent here because it is very, very far. Thank you, Jeanette and I Am Wells. It's very far from Beijing, very out of the way. And back then, it was a very harsh life to live out here. It was hot all year round. It's subtropical. You're asked to work on the fields. You know what I'm saying? So this is one of those places where, when you come out here, you have to realize when Communist China took power in 1949, these places that you see here, this part of China, was one of the last places that they liberated. Thank you, Rita. Rita, thank you so much. Like, this is one of the last places they liberated because it was so far. The Communist Chinese movement, in its essence, is a northern Chinese movement. Okay, it's a northern Chinese movement. Thank you, Greg. And we're in the deep south. So it took them a long time to make their way here and liberate this place. So this is why, like, and also you think about after the founding of New China, you kind of think about a lot of the things that happened. A lot of the economic and industrial development happened in northern China, okay, in the Manchuria and the Dongbei area. So all that is to say, thank you, Top Cut and Bay. All that is to say, when you're here and you're looking at neighborhoods like this, it's reflective of the fact that, you know, these places really started to develop after the 1970s. Prior to then, these were very impoverished places. And still to this day, the GDP here, the average per capita income here is very, very low compared to the rest of Guangdong, especially to the bigger cities like Shenzhen. So hopefully that makes sense. Thank you, Top Cut. Let's keep it moving. Let's keep it moving, everybody. See, here's my concern. My concern is that my SIM card stops working, and that's my concern. When my SIM card stopped working, that it won't be able to detect that I'm streaming working, that it won't be able to detect that I'm streaming for an American audience. I'm using a US SIM card, so this is why I'm a little bit worried. So hopefully it'll fix itself. Anyway, let's come in here. Let's go ahead and come in here and take a look around. Beautiful. Now we're starting to see some tour groups. Okay, a lot of retired senior citizens here walking around. So let's walk around this area. This area. No school lunch in China. Most kids, especially one thing. When you live out here in a small city, the pace of life is very, very slow. Very slow pace of life. The kids are not being rushed. They're very, very slow pace of life. Their grandma or their family's home may be only 100 or 200 or 300 yards from where they go to school. Okay? Very, very close. Very, very close. So if you go to school in Beijing, Shanghai, okay, one of those bigger cities, okay, you might be commuting 10, 20 miles to go to school. Not the case here, because it's a small city. Everything is a very tight community. People have a very chill life here. Very, very chill life here. You know, I remember, I'll give you an example. If you go to a boarding school, by the way, we're at an antique shop. We're at an antique street store right here. So this is a place that's very, very popular with folks that are a little bit on the older side, antique collectors. Okay, you can see them coming out here trying to buy antiques. Okay, they're very, very, very chill life. Okay, let me show you some stuff that they have here. Thank you, Louis and T.S. Bach. Y'all interested in this? Should I introduce you some stuff? Should I introduce you? Now, a lot of this stuff is not real, meaning a lot of this stuff is modern, made to look old. But if you like antiques, it's a nice place to come and look. Thank you, Jeanette and Bob. Okay, all these guys over here, and you notice this? Every single antique store owner is a guy. Is a man. Is a male. You see any women doing business here? Thank you, Emily Wood. Thank you, S. Spike, for the first gift. You see any women? Okay, it is all male. You see that? Every single, look at this. And I'm gonna explain to you the reason why. Oh, there might be a young lady over here. Never mind, I take that back. There's a young lady over here. Okay, and that's why I'm gonna patronize her business and take a look. Okay, 哎，老板，我能坐着看一下吗？我能坐着看一下吗？看一看，可以吗？ Y'all see this right here, man? Y'all see all this stuff right here? Any of you guys know what this is? I talked about it one time before in my live stream. Any of you guys know what this is? This one right here. See that? 老板，我能看一下这个吗？好，谢谢。Any of you guys know what this is? Tibetan Nine Eyes. Damn, Charlie. How the hell you know this? Thank you, Bodine. All right. So I'm going to explain to you guys what these things are and why they're so popular in China. Okay? He said chopsticks handles. So let me explain this to you guys, okay? This is a piece of agate. Now, I'm not sure if this is authentic or not, but this is a piece of agate. They can run into the millions of dollars. Jet Li is a very famous collector. The Chinese actor Jet Li is a very, very famous agate collector. He has one around his neck. From what I understand, that one is worth $20 million. The one that he has, Jet Li, the actor. Okay? Now, agate is when you dig it up out of the ground, it's usually found in India, Bangladesh, and Chinese Tibetan region. When you dig it out of the ground, you see these patterns that are on agate right here. These are all natural patterns. Okay, I'm not sure about this one because this one doesn't look that expensive, but they're supposed to be all natural patterns. Okay, Pakistan has it as well, correct. Okay, and the Chinese people really, really value this. Thank you, JR. They really, really value this stuff right here. Okay, I personally, as an American, I don't really understand why this is so expensive. Okay, I don't understand why this is so valuable. But, as you can see, she's got all kinds of stuff for sale over here. Look at this. How much is this? I don't even want to ask, to be honest, man, because she probably gonna give me a crazy ass price. Because she hears me speaking that English, man, she gonna give me a dummy price. You know what I'm saying? She gonna give me a I'm going home early type of price. I'm closing up early because I just ran into a dummy type of price. Thank you, Ninja. OK， 老板你好，我想问一下，像这些都怎么卖啊？这一盒？每一个珠子都不一样，一个年代。是吗？像比如说这个呢？哦，像比如说这个呢 ？What about this one right here？ 这2600是吗？老珠子 ，This is about 309 元。This is 9 eyes. This is about $365. 2,600 yuan, 365, $370 for this. 这个是哪里产的？你知道吗？这个是哪里找的？那都以前收回来的，这是老的藏族那边的。This is from Tibet, China. This is from Tibetan China, and it is a piece of agate mineral from Tibet, China, and it's very, very old. 这是戴在脖子上的吗？像这个是戴在脖子上。您脖子上戴的这是啥玩意？这是个玉吗？这是和田玉是吗？Wow, that's beautiful, beautiful， 很漂亮 ，that's beautiful。那它这个您这个脖子上的这个玉的那个上面是什么？上面的那个紫色的。紫水晶。对，后面这是玳瑁，氧化。哦 ，that's beautiful， 漂亮。您这儿有什么古董吗？这个是个上面，我不是太懂啊，我真的不是太，我不应该告诉你我不懂 ，OK？ 但是您这儿有没有什么老的东西，特别老的100年以上的东西？ You got anything over 100 years old? 有。是吗？对，这个就是前些年日本金善修的。您这最老的是什么东西？这个桌子上 ，What's the oldest thing on this table？ 最老的东西。这个都是老的呀，这个都是老的，包括那个黄花梨那个小门，它是一个清朝的。Oh, this is from the Qing Dynasty. 它是清朝的，那时候人不挨饿嘛，它是饿的大脑瓜小细胞。这个。然后那个裤子都棉裤都提不上来，在这嘟噜着，棉裤脚的都在那样式的。它是一个。您北京人吗？不是，我是东北。东北。对，它是一个。东北哪里啊？东北黑龙江那边。你怎么跑到这儿了？您从最北部跑到最南部了。对，是啊，因为我们北方是夏天。哦，因为这在离海南近，对吧？像这个清朝的这个怎么卖了 ？How much is that？ 开价15000。历史的特征，时代的背景，它下面呢，它那个就是你看那两脸朝天的，它是饿的，就是对你就是这样是希望你能给我一口饭，给我点吃的东西。我懂。它非常有那个收藏价值。它这个上面的那个球也是黄花梨，自己放上去，我懂。这个15000开价是吧？对。This is $2,000. This is from the Qing Dynasty, hand carved a very precious wood, a precious Chinese wood, hand carved from Qing Dynasty, $2,100 for this. This is actually depicting a starving child. I know that's kind of weird, but back in the Qing Dynasty, the Qing Dynasty, the people that had it were living very good, but a lot of the everyday people weren't living so good. So this is actually depicting a child who's actually begging for some food. Okay, so $2,100 for this thing. Well, that's their starting price. You know, I could probably get it down to a lot lower if I wanted to. But it's beautiful, beautiful. 还有什么 beautiful, beautiful. 还有什么比较老的东西？像这个是什么时候？这也是清朝的吗？哦。Beautiful. Thank you, I am Wells. Okay, thank you. How's the signal, everybody? Is the signal good? 这 Got it. Beautiful. 这什么东西啊？我这是不是这是戴脖子上的 ？You wear that around your neck? Oh my god. This is heavy 啊！这什么做的？这是？这是南红啊，老干红。哦。This is heavy 啊！这什么做的？这是？这是南红啊，老干红。哦。这是老的，现在没有那么大的。Look at this. Thank you, Bay. How much is this? 干那个干南方。这个怎么卖？这个开价35000。35000。18厘，它是老的。$5,000 for this. $5,000 for this. $5,000 for this thing right here. 喜欢的话都可以优惠。是啊，我知道，这儿有没有卖那种老的钱啊？古代的一些钱币有吗？钱币，应该有。这个街上有吗？对，有，看一看。谢谢你啊，谢谢你，我在这看一看，再看一看。谢谢你，谢谢你。All right, let's keep walking. I got a viewer named Lee, named LBJ. I don't know if he's watching right now. One of the things I would like to find is some old-ass money. Old Chinese money. And we have just found one right here. Y'all see this right here? Thank you, S-Spike. You see that right there? That is old Chinese money right there. That looks like a shaving knife right there. Thank you, Anna K. But that's actually an old Chinese currency. Y'all see that right here? This is money. This is what people back then used to shop. Let me bring my hat back. Okay, that's what people back then used to shop every single day. Old Chinese money. Look at this. See that? See, look, here's the, oh, wow. That looks old, y'all. Look at this. You see the thing about places like this? Let me explain it to all the Americans back home. The thing about places like this, everybody, is most of the things here are going to be modern. Okay, I hate to burst your bubble. Okay, but I wouldn't say most, but at least half of the things here are going to be relatively modern. The prices are also going to be outrageous. Okay, this is one of those places where you're gonna see like someone went on Antique Roadshow where they said, look, I found this for $2, $3, and it ends up being worth $2 million. Okay, occasionally, once every blue moon, those stories happen. But what I can assure you is that all the people that are sitting on the ground here, every single person, like this gentleman playing on his phone, thank you, Shayna, he knows way more about antiques than you and me added together. Okay, I don't want to speak for y'all, but I am going to speak for y'all. These people are all experts. So it's not like you're going to come here and find something of tremendous value, because if it was of tremendous value, they would have sold it already to a collector, to a very high bidder. So most of the things here are just nice to look at. They're very nice to, walk around and look at, like this right here. You see all this old money right here? See that right there? I see this old money. Okay, Johnny, much love. Look, you see all this old Chinese money? Look at that. Some more old money right here. You see that? And like, this is beautiful, man. I didn't even expect to come here. This is not even on our route, man. You see this right here? This looks like it belonged to a museum. You see this cup right here? Look like it's very, very old. Man, it's beautiful. Let's keep playing. Now don't, you know, this is serious stuff, you know, because when you look at this right here, y'all see that right there? Y'all see that right there? The old posters from the Cultural Revolution. 哎，你好，你好，这个是原始的吗？这个是原始还是新的？这个大概有多少年了？这个？
这个70几年的。
70几年的。
文革时期。
文革时期的。See, I was right, man. This is from the 1970s, y'all. This is about 40 some years old. This thing right here, well, actually from the 1970s, it actually be 50 some years old now. That's Chairman Mao in the middle. You see that? You don't even see stuff like this anymore. You see, look at this. This is Chairman Mao right here talking to the farmers. You see that? This is also from the 70s. You know, 毛主席接见红卫兵，像这个怎么卖？接见红卫兵这个怎么卖
？300块。
300块是吧？这当时是什么用的？这是当时是个洗脸的吗？还是一个？
当时就是挂到墙上的。
挂墙上的。哦，不是用的，就挂墙上的。
是用的。
也用。
各大会议。
Liz, Andrea,
村长啊，或者是那个村委会啊，必须挂毛主席像嘛。
我懂。
这个了吧
Thank you, Liz and Ronnie. 我懂。好，谢谢。
要你能给多少钱？咱可以谈谈。
我这真没见过这玩意儿，能看一个。So he asked me for $40 some. Thank you, Rick. He asked me some $42. And look at all this old money over here. You see that? That's one cent, 10 cents. This is before all the inflation, yo. All right, let's keep it moving. Now, as I was saying, most of the people that are selling things here, thank you, Terry, are all men. You see that? Most of the people here, all men. Let me check. We are all men. You see that? Most of the people here, all men. Let me check real quick. How I will explain in a second. I'll explain again in a second. How's the signal been? Yes, hit the follow button, Annie. Thank you, Annie, for moderating for me. It's been lagging. Good. It's very, very odd. In and out. Thank you, Rita. Let's just keep it moving, man. Thank you, Michelle and Rita. Good. Thank you, Jim C. Good for the most part. All right, let's keep moving. See, you don't even see stuff like this. Y'all see that? Thank you, S. Spike and Rita. Look at that. I have never even seen this before in my entire life. This is old money from the Chinese Republic. Old Chinese Republic money. Look at this. To give you guys a little cue right here, the Chinese Republic was defeated in 1949 by the Communist Party. And the Chinese Republic is now on the island of Taiwan in southern China. Okay? This looks like a lot of money back then, 100 yuan, but inflation back then was so bad, this probably couldn't buy you anything. Let's keep moving. Okay, look, when New China was founded, look at the type of money that they used. Thank you, Yolanda. You see that right here? I've never even seen this before in my life. Look at this. Look at this right here. See that? Old Chinese money always has a proletariat worker or a proletariat farmer on the back. Okay, in this case, it's in the front. See that? This is 2 yuan. This is really, really old money. Thank you, Bay. Let's keep moving. Oh. Man, look at all this stuff. Beautiful. 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 All right, man. I think they could tell that I'm not buying anything. So All right, so let me explain why most of it is men. Antiques is a hobby here in China that a lot of men enjoy, especially a lot of middle-aged and older men. Okay, very, very much a male hobby here in China. All right, dominated by men. So that's why a lot of the vendors that you see on the streets are mostly going to be men. Thank you, Bay. Let's keep moving, man. Let's keep it moving. Even though our signal isn't very good, we're gonna keep the vibes good. We're gonna keep the energy good. And let's keep the comments flowing, everybody. Share this live stream. Let's keep the comments flowing. Look at all this jade over here. Look at this. Beautiful. Thank you, I am Wells. Look at this. All handmade by this lady over here. Thank you, Heels for Life. You see that? This is all handmade. It is. 哎，老板，你好，我想问一下，这都是您手工做的吗？这还是这工厂做的吗？这都是？
对，是我那个女儿她的家长开工厂。
开工厂做的是吗？这工厂里面怎么做出来这玩意儿？
哦，这我也不知道，可能是一半是机器，一半是手工吧。
一半机器，一半手工是吗？
都是用榴莲糕，新鲜榴莲糕，就像我们以前就是像那个什么织布那样子。
是吗？
半机器半人工来做的。
了解，像这个怎么卖 ？How much is this? Like this yellow one right here?
哪个？
这个黄的这个。
下面那个。
Yeah, like this yellow one.
要就35给你吧，开个例吧。这有这个大的。
35 yuan for this. $5 for this. Made in a factory, so half machine, half by hand. 35 yuan for this. $5. Yes, please continue to tap on your screens, everybody. Let's keep it moving.
还有那个手工包，这个靓女背的那个手机包。哦，这是小孩背的包。
小孩背的包。哦 ，it's beautiful. Good luck for all the.
这是草编的。
Like how much is this? 这是小孩的包是吗？啊。Like how much is this? 这个多少？3岁以下的就背这个。哦。5、6岁的就一般都是背这个。 Like how much is this?
一般那10几岁的也可以背，它可以放手机。
这个怎么卖？
这个20。
$2.80. 这个小的呢 ？How much is this?
小的现在18给你，15给你吧。
It's like $2. $2 for this, and it comes with a zipper. $2. Let me ask you guys, man. When you come out to places like this, once again, you realize the power of the dollar. The power of the dollar is incredible when you come out to places like this. You know, if you're ever in China, my biggest piece of advice to you is stay away from the jade and all that crazy stuff that costs thousands of dollars. They see your American ass walking towards them. You don't even look American. You look like a big piece of sausage that they would like to take a bite out of. Okay, thank you, Anna K. You look like them old Tom and Jerry movies. Look, them old Tom and Jerry shows. Thank you. It's Linda and Sylvia. Okay, your American ass show up. They'll be like, we closing early today. Oh, we closing early today. Here come the American. Oh, he got that American. She got that American Express. Oh, we gonna help her use it. Okay, so when you come out here to China, my advice is always like buy things like this that are beautiful to look at. It doesn't cost a whole lot of money. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna leave an impression. It's gonna leave a great memory for you. Okay, but it's not super expensive. You know what I'm saying? Stay away from these things right here because you have no idea what the hell these things are. Neither do I. Okay? and they see your ass come over, they're gonna have a field day with your ass. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna have a field day with you. So buy things that are what I call beautiful, nice to look at, little trinkets. You know, does that make sense, everybody? Does that make sense? Okay, hopefully that makes sense. All right, see what this man is doing over here. 老板你好，你好，您这是？Man, that look nice. 老板，像这种怎么卖？像这种扇子，28一个。它这个上面，这是哦，这打印上去的。
哦，这个打印这是手写的。
这是手写的是吗？
是手写，这是15。
这些都是15是吗？就您现场可以给我们写字是吗？
可以。
现场可以写字。哦，so he could hand， 这都是您手工写的。Wow, so this is This is handwritten by him. Oh. Let's do one. Let's do one right now. It's only $4 for one. Thank you, Raven. Let's do a fan right now. Let's get a fan made. Let's do one name. All right? Let's do one name for...能给我写他这个一个怎么卖？28一个，然后您现场给我写是吧？您
大小一样价。
一样价。您这空的扇子可以给我看一下吗？
有啊。
Let me show me. Let me see what one that's blank look like.
一样价。
We gon' thank you, Bay and Keisha.
小的、大的。
We gonna get one made right now. He gonna do it for us right now. Thank you, I am Wells. Man, Panda can get this anytime, anywhere. I gotta get it for Americans because you guys can't get this stuff very easily. Let's do one right now.
大的，这还有小的。
好。
就是空白还没写，自己写上去。
它上面能写几个字啊？
一般都是4个字了。
4个字是吗？ Let's get one made right now. Let's get. 我们来一个吧。我来先想一想。Right now, let's get. 我们来一个吧。我来先想一想要写什么字。
好的。
好吧，然后您现场能给我写是吧？
现场给你写。
好的。Let's do one right now. 我们来一个。我来先想一想要写什么字。
好的。
好吧，然后您现场能给我写是吧？
现场给你写。
好的。Let's do one right now. Let's do it.
好的。
好吧，然后您现场能给我 do it. Show me love. All this time we gotta go to Carolina. Okay? Or we gonna get it from North Carolina. Alright? We're gonna get it for Rita. Okay? Let's see how he does on the first one. Okay? Somebody said get one and say and somebody said get one and say Trump. Somebody said get one and say Trump. 我先看一下要写什么。
慢来，要不要坐了？你先坐着，坐一下。
没事，我站着。我想拍一下您写的时候。
可以呀。可以的。
Get it. Thank you, Kim Dreams. Okay, get it for this woman right here, man. All right, get it for this one right here. You know what? I got a lot of people that say they want these things. Okay, we're gonna get this right here. Lita, can you get this one for me? Can you get that one for me? For Rita.
就是这个。
Lita, yes. Lita.
Lita.
Yeah. Can you do that? 这是一个人的名字。
就是两个字。
两个字。
要大还是要小的，大小一样。
就一样价格是吗？
要大就大。
你先看一下这两个字。
我知道啊，
丽
塔。
Thank you, OMG. 您先给我写这两个字，我看看您的这个写的怎么样，然后我有可能多买几个，好吧？您先写这个。
我写我这个名字在百度上可以查得到的。
哎，好。
上百度的。
好的。我到时候拿一张卡。OK， 您先画一个，我有可能多买几个，到时候多给我一个实惠价。
你要不要？
我不用做，我就站着。
你要大还是要小的？你喜欢大
？Rosa, thank you, Tammy.
小就这样，大就是这样，就是扇子大小一点。
这个既然只有两个字，先来个小的吧。
来个小的啊，好的。
写的漂亮一点好吗？
尽量啦。
Let me get this red one right here.
这字都是我写的。
好 ，Let me get that red one right here. 先生，您60有吗？60岁，60岁您？
不止啊。
对，您
过70了。
过70了。
过70。
He's over 70 years old. I love it.
来。
So he's gonna write it right now. All right. Let's see how he does with this first one. If he does well, we'll buy a few more. Okay? We'll buy a few more if he does a good job. Let's see. Thank you, I am Wells. Let's see if he does a good job. Well, we're not lagging anymore, I hope. Oh, this is the real thing right here, y'all. No lag? All right. We've been lagging all day, y'all. I don't know why. Signal's been bad all day. But we're going to go ahead and get it made right now. Thank you, Elias and Rosa. So this gentleman makes it all by hand. Thank you, Jolo and Mark. I've never seen this before in China, so let's see how he does. So you see the ink is going to come here. Look at the ink. Thank you, Elias and Mark, and Lila and Lee. Let's see how he does. If he does a good job, we'll get a few more made. 您贵姓啊？
我姓李的。
Lee. This is Mr. Lee. This is Mr. Lee. 李先生。
这个是我名字。
这您哦，this is you right here. 这您的微信吗？这是 Is that your WeChat?
有啊，有啊。
That's your WeChat?
你扫我这个可以加我微信啊。
等一下，hold on one second. Let's see him do a good job first. Thank you, Angel and Indigo. 您先弄吧，您先弄，我先看一下这个怎么样，您弄的怎么样？
好的。
您慢慢弄，您慢慢弄。
好的。
Thank you, Indigo.
是这样的，我们写书法会写繁体字，你喜欢繁体的还是喜欢
繁体？
那个简体的。繁体啊。繁体字。好的。
这是我的一个朋友的名字。
哦。
对。
好的。
他的英文的名字换成中文叫丽塔。对。
丽塔是这样的，我们是从我们写字。从这边写过来的，如果要从这边写也可以。
那就用老方法，对，老方法。Yeah, he used write it in traditional Chinese. He asked me if I wanted it in simplified or traditional Chinese. I said, give it to me the traditional way, the original way that our fathers and our ancestors used to do it. All right, thank you, Sharon. Check this out. Thank you, Sharon. Charlie, you want one, Charlie? Lee, you want one? Tammy, you want one? Thank you, Brisa. I thought I saw Liz come in. Liz, you want one? Ooh. Thank you, Rosie. Greg Robertson. Oh, that looked nice. Thank you, Lizzie and Rick. Oh, that looked nice, y'all. Oh, that looked nice. Oh, thank you, Anna. Oh, that looks dope. Oh, thank you, Lee. Thank you, Dimples. Everybody wants one. I probably can't stay here to get 10 made, but I will grab his WeChat and we can get it. What's it called? We can get it. I can contact him via WeChat and get everybody's requests done. Thank you, Lizzie. What's he doing?
这个还是按照我们传统的这样落款就可以了啊。
可以。这写的是什么？What's that say?
甲辰
中秋。
就是说今年是甲辰年。甲辰年就是今年。
Okay.
龙年。
Okay. I love how friendly he is. Man. That's why I like spending my money with him. You know what I'm saying? He's so friendly. That's why I like vendors that are friendly. Thank you, S Spike. You know what I'm saying? He said, I need one that says Boba Magic. I'm gonna grab one of his cards. Mom. It's actually a good ass idea. That's a good idea, actually. Thank you, Rick. Ooh. Thank you, Yolanda. And then we're gonna get one made for Terry, our viewer Terry. I don't know if she's watching right now. We're gonna get one Terry, and it's gonna say Donald Trump. Thank you, I am Wells. We're gonna get one for Terry. The small writing is like, thank you, Greg. The small writing is basically like just good luck, you know? And each fan is only $4. Ah, that is beautiful. Ah, Doug, 我再看一下. Ah, that's beautiful. Ah, this is freaking beautiful.
我这个名字在百度上可以查得到的。
哦，
你上百度的。
Beautiful， 我已经拿了您的一张卡。
你已经拿了。啊，
所以这是从右到左是吧？
啊，地毯。
Thank you, Big O. This is beautiful. 我们再来一个，这个做好了。
好的，你要大还是要小？大小随便你挑。
就这个大小。Let's get another one made. Let's get another one made. We're gonna get one for Terry. Okay, it's gonna say Donald Trump. I'm just playing. And 再帮我这个开一下，帮我再把这个打开一下。有一只手。啊，小的，就跟这个一样。啊，小的，就跟这个一样。
小的啊。
Yeah， 小的。We're gonna get one more made. We only get one more made, and then it's time to leave. I have his card. Hit me up on the DMs. We'll get it made for you guys. Red one again, please.
还一样的啊。
Yeah, red one right there. Red is good color.
写什么字？
让我想一想。
好的。要不你也可以参考一下我们的呀。参考一下。还有这里啊，厚德载物啊，排除万里呀。啊。都可以的。
Thank you, Bay and Fally.
精气神啊，归真啊，好些都可以的。
您写这个写了多少年了 ？How many years you been doing this?
几十年的啦。
Doing it for yeah, I could tell. You've been doing this for a long time. I could tell. Okay, let's the small words, Regina. They basically say. It's like Mid-Autumn Festival. It's like a Regina. They basically say it's like Mid-Autumn Festival. It's like a Thank you, Bay. All right, we're gonna get one more made. All right, we're gonna get one more made. All right, let me see who it should be. Let's do one more. Let me thank you, Rosa. Let me get one more made. Yeah, Wendy, I could get that one for my mom anytime. I'll hit up on what's it called on WeChat. Blue Jammy Charlie, I got you later. Thank you, Michael. We have a lot of requests. I'm having a hard time getting through it. Who should it be? Who should it be? There's a lot. There's a lot of requests. The signal keeps cutting in and out. Rosa. Shumaya. All right, we're gonna get one made right now. I promise you, everybody, I will get yours made. Just hit me up on TikTok or hit me up on Discord. We're gonna get another one right now for Tammy. All right, because we've never had that one done in Chinese before. I'm actually curious on how do you say Tammy in Chinese. So we'll get another one made. We'll get one made for Tammy. Thank you, Michelle and Sunshine. This one right here. 这两个字，就它的名字 ，Tammy 啊 ，Tammy， 可以吗？好，谢谢你。We're gonna get one made for Tammy. Right here. Thank you, OG. Olga is here. Olga is here, man. Great to see you, OG. Hello, Olga. OG, I gotta get one for you. Olga. We're gonna have to do a third one. I never gotten Olga anything for all the love that she's shown to the channel. We gotta stay for Olga. Thank you, Sunshine and Plant Groove and Curb. Beautiful. So this gentleman is in his 70s. He does Chinese calligraphy on fans, handmade. That is beautiful. Been doing this for like 30, 40 years in his life already. Thank you, OG. Beautiful. Oh, this is beautiful. And then we'll get one made for Olga, and then I'm leaving. We gotta keep streaming, man. I've been here for like 20 minutes already. Thank you, Plant Guru. We're gonna have to keep moving. Should I tell him this is for our American friends? Beautiful. Oh, it means the weather is turning winter. Oh, it means winter is here. Winter is here. That's what the small words mean. I just figured it out. Oh, beautiful. All right, I'm gonna tell him. 您做的这个都是几个美国的朋友们，这个东西回去美国，他们很喜欢这个中国的这个书法。Yeah, the American friends, they love Chinese calligraphy.
他有没有学这个啊？没学啊？
肯定在那边肯定有人学，但是他不是一个学的很多的一个。你see that? Tammy. Beautiful. 很好，漂亮，非常好。这是第二个。We're gonna get one last one made. We'll get one last one made. 再来最后一个。We're gonna get one last one made for Olga. Then I'm leaving. All right. 再来最后一个。再来。 Thank you, Olga. You've been showing me so much love. I think this is how you say it right here. This is it right here.
Olga
Yeah. Oh. Yeah. Olga. Yeah. Is that okay? 可以吗？
可以。
Okay. 3个字 ，3 letters. Okay.
好的。
好，谢谢你。Thank you very much.
首尔的
Yeah， 对。
好的。
Anna and Caitlin. Thank you. Everybody, the hearts really help us move up the rankings, y'all. Them hearts. Hey, Charlie, everybody else, I got y'all, man. Just hit me up on the DMs. I got you. But I gotta go. After this one, I gotta go. Thank you, Jimmy. Thank you, Linda. For the apples. Beautiful. Oh, our signal is also green now. Perfect. Thank you, Samira. His Mr. Lee is his name. Mr. Lee. Lee 先生. 70 some years old. Over 70. Thank you, Debs. Thank you, CC. Beautiful winter is here. Man, thank you, OG. You ain't gotta send these, OG. I'm gonna get it for you regardless. Yeah, you've been like along with so many people, man. Y'all are the reason why this freaking channel runs. The Pugs of the world, the Kenneths, the Lees, the Tammys, my moderators, Kirby, Wendy. You know what I'm saying? Y'all the Amus, y'all the reason why this freaking channel runs. There's too many people to name. I appreciate you guys very much. Thank you, Justin. Also, I'm gonna give him a little tip. All right. It's supposed to be like 80 some yuan. I'm gonna give him 100 flat. All right, so I'm gonna overpay him, show him a little blessing for the day. He did a great job. Not easy making a living out here. You know what I'm saying? Because there's not a lot of tourists. And I think a lot of Chinese people are very jaded by this stuff because they see it every day. So show them a little bit of blessing. Beautiful. This is tremendous. I love to do handmade things in China. That's my big thing in China, is I love things that are handmade. Okay, thank you, Lee. Anything that's handmade, I love. Thank you, Farmer Feet. Ah! Beautiful. Olga, beautiful. 非常好。咱们把这3个都收起来吧。我扫您，我扫这个微信。
好的。
谢谢你啊。
不用。
谢谢。那3个都给他们看一下，3个都给他们看一下。We got Tammy, we got Rita, and we got Olga. Thank you, sir. 谢谢您。Thank you very much. This is beautiful. Thank you very much. 大家都说您笑得非常好看。They say you got a great smile. People say you got a great smile. 那您笑得很好看。您就本地人吗？湛江人吗？
是。
So he's a local. I'm just gonna give him 100. I'm gonna give him a little bit extra. 我直接先生，我直接给你100，我直接就给你100就行了。好，谢谢你啊。谢谢你。好，付了。好，谢谢你啊。谢谢你啊。你给我一个小袋子吧。您慢慢弄，不急，慢慢弄。It's beautiful.
我们没有什么好的吧，中间给个袋子给你。
没事没事，就一个袋子就可以了，一个袋子就可以了。您慢慢弄，慢慢弄，没事没事。He said, "I have no fancy bags for you. I'm just gonna give you a plastic bag." I said, "That's cool." 好，谢谢你哦。
谢谢
Put this in my pocket. 你每天都在这儿吗？
一般是星期六、星期天在，平常就不在。
星期六、星期天在。
喜欢星期天在，平常就不在。
星期六、星期天在。
喜欢我字可以加我微信。
我有你微信，我有你微信，我有你的那个卡。Let me show you. Let me show your card to the people. Thank you, Nana. Let me show your card to the people. There go his card right here. That's his WeChat right here. That's his name. His WeChat is on the bottom. His cell phone number is on top. On the bottom is his WeChat. On the right is his QR code for his WeChat right here. Thank you, Glow. Is his QR code for his WeChat right here. Thank you, Glowbird. Okay, beautiful.
在百度上可以查得到。
Chat right here. Thank you, Glowbird.
百度上可以查得到。
WeChat right here. Thank you, Glowbird. Okay, beautiful.
在百度上可以查得到的。
百度上我在哪里？也来，就周一到周四不在，不来，
一般都不在，因为没有人逛街，
没有人逛街。我懂。好，谢谢你啊。You Munico and Teresa. Let's keep it moving. We have secured the fans, everybody. The fans are in my pocket. We have secured the fans. Let's go ahead and get them out of here. Anything handmade, Daniel likes. Thank you, Helena. Anything that's handmade, I like. You see, we live in a digital world. We live in a world where everything is now made by machines. You know what I'm saying? Everything is, including this phone I'm using, everything is made by machines. I love things that are handmade. You know what I'm saying? I will pay for handmade things. Beautiful. All right, man. This street right here has kind of messed up my plans a little bit. I was supposed to take you guys to a different street, but somehow I wandered here. Let's just keep moving. Beautiful streets. All right. I love you guys. I should have a brand new episode coming your way later tomorrow. I'm gonna edit a new video and it should be posted later my afternoon time, your morning time when y'all wake up. You should have a brand new video coming up. Let's keep moving. So this gentleman was saying that he's only here on Saturdays and Sundays. I was like, why are you here today then? He's like, well, today I had nothing to do, so he came out here. So we got lucky. He's only here on Saturday and Sundays when people are out here shopping. People are out here browsing. Usually he's not even here. So let's keep it moving. Ow! Should I get one? 你好，这个现榨的是吧？对。它这个是怎么做？它是您直接就16只，怎么做？它这个是？哦，剥好的。刚剥。哦，刚剥的是吗？直接就榨是吧？对。好，怎么卖啊？这一个？18一杯是吧？多大？大杯的。有没有小杯的？我怕拉肚子。有的时候喝的。卖那么久了。不是，有的时候我喝16支喝多了我会拉肚子。不是说不新鲜，有的时候这种杯子是吗？行，给我来一杯吧。Let me get a couple of pomegranate juice, please. It's expensive, man. 18 yuan. $2.50 for this. See, just as we're talking about machines, it's using machine right here. Oh, 18. 好，18付了，谢谢你。没有机器说微信微信付款18元。Oh, gee, thank you, Olga, for the cash app. Thank you very much. Thank you for all the blessings for the channel. I asked her, why you don't got them WeChat machines that says how much you just got paid? Like, I just paid her 18. They should have a machine that says, boom, 18 received. I just asked her, why you ain't got that machine? I said, what if I just dine and dash and I run off? 不用加冰。I don't know ice. 好，不用盖子，我直接就这样喝吧，也不用吸管，我就直接这样喝。好，谢谢你啊，谢谢。If this don't give me verticality tonight, then I'm hopeless. 好喝。If this don't give me verticality, I'm done. I'm telling y'all. If this don't give me verticality, God can't even help me. Nobody can help me. Okay? Let me tell y'all something. Nobody can help me if I don't have verticality from this. I feel it going straight down there right now. You think it's going to my stomach. That's false. That's a false statement. This ain't going into my stomach. This going to something else right now. Okay? Thank you, Helena and Amick. This going straight down there. It's like you pumping gas into your car. That's what I'm doing right now. I'm pumping pomegranate juice into my you-know-what. Ready to go. Let's keep moving. She said, oh my God, stop. Let's keep moving. Let's see if we can find some other good handmade things. What is that? The coffee culture is strong out here, man. Thank you, Raven and Bay. Yes, please follow the channel, everybody. The coffee culture is strong out here in China. Beautiful. 你好, man. Too bad I don't drink no coffee. Let's keep moving. Why is there so many people ahead of me in this street? You know, this is what I love about streaming in front of you guys on TikTok. Thank you, Amuj. It's the fact that I'm supposed to go somewhere right now. I'm supposed to go on a predetermined route for streaming. But really, for the last hour and a half, we've just been wandering the streets of Zhanjiang. Thank you, I Am Wells. You know what I'm saying? This is like very spontaneous live stream where we just explore the streets of this old city. Thank you, PF. Thank you, Wendy and Teresa. You know? Very cool. Very, very cool. Beautiful. Look at this place. Let's keep it moving, everybody. Let's keep it moving. Thank you, Louie. I feel so good drinking this pomegranate juice, y'all. I feel so good. Thank you, Louie. I feel alive. Thank you, Susie. Them ladies better get ready for me because I'm coming. See, they be looking at me and shit. Look, them ladies better get ready for me. You don't want to see Daniel holding a pomegranate juice in his hand. I'm coming. I'm coming. 漂亮 beautiful. Oh man, I'm sorry if I ruined your shot, man. Let me get up out of here. 不好意思 Sorry, messed up their shot. Okay, let's keep it moving. Thank you, Angie. What are the people taking photos of over here? What's over here? Oh, this is an old historical street right here. Thank you, Blue Jambi. This is a beautiful old historic street. Everybody taking photos. See, I'm gonna be an asshole and I'm gonna go walk up there while they taking photos, just like that lady is doing. That lady don't care. That lady don't care, man. See how she just walks into their shot? She don't care. I'm gonna be an asshole. I'm gonna walk up there. Old historical street right here. Beautiful. She said you could pass right now. Nah, I'm gonna wait till they taking a photo and then I'm gonna pass. You feel me? Cause I'm a dog like that. Okay, I ain't gonna pass when she tells me to pass. I'm gonna pass when they in the middle of taking a photo. Okay, while I'm holding my pomegranate juice, I'm gonna really leave an impression. Rowan, I'm doing well. All right, check this out. Let me show you guys something. Like this right here is just prototypical old Cantonese homes. You know, I love coming here. If you understand different types of culture out here in China, okay, like Cantonese style homes, like this home is from the 50s, the 60s, the 70s. Thank you, OG. Look at this. Look at these. Now, the floor tiles are obviously new, but this is such good old Cantonese style Look at this. Ah, beautiful. It's absolutely beautiful. 老板，您这是卖卖酥饼哦。
我们刚刚遇到的一个手工酥饼。
手工酥饼是吧？就这个吗？它是哪一个？
就是这些。
就这些是吧？
对。
哇，纯手工的。
对，纯手工。
自己做的。
对。
哇。
这是我们小时候的一个味道来的。
是吗？他这个是带走吗？还是您堂食吗？这是哦，在这儿吃吗？
可以打包成这样的礼盒带走的。
哦。
都是手工打包的。
哦 so you sell. Oh, I see. So she sells these cakes right here. Okay, that is from basically her childhood. Okay, this is the type of stuff we used to eat as kids. I didn't grow up here in the deep south here in China, so I'd never seen this stuff before. We didn't really eat this back in my hometown. 我可以参观一下吗？
对，可以。
好，谢谢您啊，谢谢您。This back in my hometown.
可以参观。
我可以参观一下吗？
对，可以。
好，谢谢您啊，谢谢您。我不知道这个手机信号，我不知道这个手机信号。
对，可以。
好，谢谢您啊，谢谢您。我不知道这个手机信号会不会好，等我来看一下。哎 ，look at this. 哎 ，look at this. 非常信号。这儿。It should be good now. But basically, this place is what an old Cantonese home looks like. Okay, it was old Cantonese home. People still do live in it. That's right. That's why these doors are locked right now, by the way, because people live here. Okay. Look at this. Look at these mailboxes, yo. It's the way you used to be able to get your milk. You see that? That is vintage right here. You know, that is real vintage life. Look at this. Real vintage life. Incredible. Look at this. Beautiful. Let's go ahead and get out of here. Let's keep moving. Let's keep it moving, everybody. All right, let's keep it moving. We're gonna go up there. So this is a historical street. This is why everybody out here taking photos. Okay? Look at all this. All right, I'm gonna go a photo bomb now. I'm gonna walk up there. See, look, she annoyed at me. She annoyed at my ass. Thank you, nobody. No, I'm just gonna stand right here. I ain't gonna move. I'm just gonna stand right here. I'm just playing. I'm just playing, everybody. I'm just playing. I'm not a jerk. I'm not a jerk, everybody. Let's keep it moving. Let's keep it moving. Thank you, Cindy. Thank you, Heather. You know what I should do is do the Marshawn Lynch pose. Now, for all the ladies that are watching, a lot of y'all don't know what the hell I'm talking about. For the guys that are watching, I should do the Marshawn Lynch pose as he's diving into the end zone. Okay? Hold my nuts. Okay? Do the Marshawn Lynch, baby. Do the Hold my nuts. Okay? Do the Marshawn Lynch, baby. Do the Marshawn. Nice street look. Look at this. Oh, you know? Oh, you know. I am Wells knows. But look, though, you know, for those of you that have been watching the channel for a while, this is what makes Cantonese architecture so unique. For those of you that have been watching the channel for a while, this is what makes Cantonese architecture so unique. What I mean by that, it's supposed to give you this feeling that I can't quite describe. Meaning, usually when you come out to old Guangzhou, you can't even find neighborhoods like this very much anymore. Because most of the historical areas in Guangzhou has been razed and destroyed, not in a bad way, but because the city needs to build higher condominiums. The house is nearly 18, 19 million people that live there. But when you come out to a small Cantonese city like this, they don't really have housing shortages here in Zhanjiang like they do in Guangzhou, where the housing price is so expensive. This is how older neighborhoods like this are still preserved. Does that make sense, Mr. Lambert? I appreciate you, Mr. Lambert. Thank you, Charlie. I appreciate you. Mr. Charlie, thank you, sir. Thank you. Thank you for the balloons. Thank you, sir. Does that make sense, everybody? So when you look around here, it just looks, you see, a lot of Chinese people are asking me in the comments, is this Guangzhou? Is this Guangzhou? This is actually not Guangzhou. This is Guangzhou style in Zhanjiang. You can't even see this in Guangzhou in many of the places because Guangzhou is so built up. It is so modern. It looks like New York City. It looks like San Francisco. It looks like Chicago. You got to come out to smaller cities like this. Thank you, Dylan, and nobody of note. 在广州，不在湛江。We are in 湛江 right now. Thank you, nobody of note. Charlie and Moni. Let's keep it moving. That's what I came for, and it's like, people have to understand the homes here. Like, just look at this right here. You see this white building right here? This is a historically protected unit, by the way. Look at this. This is a historical building of Zhanjiang. You see that plaque right there? And if you come and take a look at this building right here, look at this building and how much nicer it looks compared to the neighboring buildings. Thank you, Holly. You see that the neighboring buildings look kind of older. This one is all painted. Look at the roof over there. Thank you, Holly. Typical Cantonese style architecture that combines European colonial elements with traditional Chinese buildings. Okay? Absolutely freaking beautiful. Absolutely freaking beautiful. Look at this. Beautiful. Let's go ahead and get up out of here. Let's keep moving. Look at this. Look at this. See, a lot of tourists don't even look at this stuff. Look at this. It's an old colonial style building right here. Look at this. Freaking gorgeous, right? This is actually gorgeous. Gotta come out to the small cities. Gotta come out to the small cities in order to see this vibe. Totally different vibe. It does. So I was explaining it earlier in the live stream when we were having signal issues, terrible signal issues. I was trying to explain to the audience, a lot of the people the ancestors of these people that live here were very adventurous seafarers. A lot of them were looking for a better life during the Qing dynasty when a lot of them couldn't even afford to eat. Okay, many of them couldn't even afford to eat back in the Qing dynasty. So a lot of them, what they did is they would get on a boat and they would go to Malaysia. They would go to all these different Southeast Asian countries that were colonized by the British or by the French. And they would look for jobs. They would look for employment. This is why for so many Americans back home, you probably don't know this, but the economies of major Southeast Asian countries like the Philippines, like the Philippines, like Malaysia, like Singapore, are all controlled by ethnic Chinese blood Malaysians, Filipinos, and Singaporeans, and they control the economy. A lot of them don't even know this. Right? For example, in Malaysia, the best government jobs in Malaysia and Philippines goes to the locals. Goes to the Malaysian and Filipino locals. The best economic-driven jobs, the real estate development, the retail, the telecommunication, the minerals, all controlled by ethnic Chinese locals that are now they speak the local language. They are local citizens of Malaysia, of Philippines. However, their ancestry all traces back to Guangdong and Fujian province, where we're in Guangdong province right now. Okay, thank you, One Piece. So this is why a lot of us back home in America, we probably think like, oh, Malaysia, Singapore, those are just Asian countries. When in reality, Singapore is actually over 75% ethnic Chinese descendants. They are Singaporeans, but their ancestry traces back to China. The CEO of TikTok is a Singaporean man. He's a Singaporean citizen. His grandparents, his great-grandparents are all from China. He speaks perfect Chinese. Does that make sense? So even though he grew up in Singapore, the country, he actually speaks perfect Chinese. His ancestors all from China. Does that make sense? And this is why this area here is so connected with the Southeast Asian countries. We just got 200,000 likes. We just got over 200,000 likes. Thank you, OG, for reminding me. What is the time right now? Yo, it's noon, y'all. I've been streaming for almost 2 hours. Time goes by fast when I'm spending time with y'all. We're going to have to go get lunch very soon. We're going to do a lunch live stream. Okay? It's 11 p.m. on the East Coast, but it's noon for me. So it's 8 p.m. on the West Coast. Thank you, JM. We're going to have to do some seafood lunch for me. So it's 8 p.m. on the West Coast. Thank you, JM. We're going to have to do some seafood lunch. That's right. We're going to do a seafood lunch. Look at this. Look at that. Man, thank you, Roman Cowgirl, for the Cash App. I appreciate you. You want a fan? Would you like a fan? Because I got you. Look at these older buildings. You see that? Look at this. Typical older Cantonese style buildings. Absolutely beautiful. Thank you, Delilah. Thank you, Delilah. Appreciate it. Look at this. A very famous Chinese TV show was filmed here. See, look at this. You see that older woman in the balcony over there? Once again, as I was saying, for the folks that missed it earlier, 90% of the people that still live in these buildings are older folks, grandparents, people in their 50s, 60s, 70s, and 80s, because they are nostalgic and they are attached to these neighborhoods and they don't want to move out. Young people hardly live here. Thank you, Fally, for extending your sub, and Jesselyn Tan. Young people move into other areas that are more modern parts of the city, the big skyscrapers that we saw last night or this morning with those condominiums stacked on top of one another. That's where the young families live, the people in their late 20s, 30s, and 40s. Thank you, Steve. Thank you, user. This right here, you see this right here, you see this grandmother right here? She's hanging her clothes and let it dry in the sun. She's moving. You see how she's moving her clothes so it could be exposed to the sun a little bit better. Thank you, Victor. You see that? Thank you, Steve. You see that? Simple life. I call this the simple life. Thank you, Steve. Thank you, Victor. It's absolutely beautiful. Look at this. And that's what I'm talking about. You see those condominiums right ahead of us? You see that right there? You see those condominiums right where I'm pointing? My man over here got all this space that he could use, but he just had to honk at me. You see this right here? Big ass road over here. Thank you, OG, for extending your sub. OG, you just extended your sub yesterday. How you gonna extend it again? You extended it into the year of the rat. You extended it into 2027. You extended your sub like 3 years. Thank you, OG. I appreciate it. And I assure you, I will be streaming as long as you guys are watching. So once again, see those newer condominiums over there? Those are all, thank you, Victor Lee. Those are all young people living there. This right here is a beautiful older neighborhood. I love it. Let's continue to move along, everybody. Okay. And another demographic that you'll see here, thank you, user and Caitlin, other than older senior citizens. Hey, Rita is back. I don't know if Rita caught this, man. Look, Rita, we got you a little fan that was handmade with your name. I don't know if you caught this because the signal wasn't very good. Okay, thank you, Louie. We don't have to talk offline. I'm going to need to get an address from you guys. I have Tammy's address, and I don't have Olga's address, but I'm going to have to get it. I'm going to have to get it from y'all, okay? I'm going to send it to you when I get it back into the United States. Another demographic of people that live here in these neighborhoods, thank you, Rodolito. Another demographic of people that live here are kids. Let me tell you guys how this relationship works here in China, okay? No, you're welcome. You're very welcome. Because you're always supporting the channel. A lot of kids, when they get out of school for lunch, the parents are actually at work working because they got to make a living for the family. So a lot of kids actually end up going to their grandparents' home, which is oftentimes in these neighborhoods. This is why you're actually going to see a lot of school kids in these neighborhoods, because Chinese kids get 2 hours off for lunch. Whereas back home in America, our school lunch is usually one period, about 45 to 50 minutes. School lunch is 2 hours here in China. Thank you, I am well. So they have time to eat and to take an afternoon nap. Thank you, Michael. So so yes, the Chinese kids, they go hard out here. They go until like 6, 7, 8, 9 o'clock at night, but they do have a 2-hour break during lunch. And a lot of them will come to their grandparents' house to eat, and then a lot of them will take a nap afterwards. Check this out. A lot of these older homes are fully occupied. No elevators. You got to walk yourself up there. Thank you, Delilah and Michael. And they go back to school after. So like I said before, this neighborhood, I assure you, has not changed in 30 years. 30 years ago, this neighborhood looked like this. Thank you, user and Oceanic. 30 years changed in 30 years. 30 years ago, this neighborhood looked like this. Thank you, user and Oceanic. 30 years later, it still looks like this. Hardly anything has changed. That's why I like rolling around here. Look, at this point, I don't even know where the hell I'm going. I'm just walking. Thank you, Lee. Anything has changed. That's why I like rolling around here. Look, at this point, I don't even know where the hell I'm going. I'm just walking. Thank you, Louie. I don't even know where I'm going. We just walking in these old neighborhoods. Let's keep it moving, everybody. Yes, they have desks that could turn into bed. That's right. That's right, Charlie Man. Yes, they have desks that could turn into bed. That's right. That's right, Charlie Man. Charlie, how the hell do you know all this? Charlie, how the hell you know all this, man? You know all this, man? That's right. That's right, Charlie. You know all this, man. Charlie, how the hell do you know all this? Charlie, how the hell you know all this, man? You knew about the 9, and I know about the cherries. How do you know all this, Charlie? Okay? How many Chinese girlfriends do you have? Thank you, Louie and Bay. How many Chinese women are you dating, Charlie? How do you know all this shit? Okay? How do you know all this? Okay? What the hell? This is my cell phone. I use Apple. I'm not very happy with the cell phone right now because the signal just keeps being so weak today. Look at these. Look at this right here. Thank you, La Boo Boo. Thank you, Louie. Louie, thank you so much. Look at this. Beautiful. There is a pension. So you got to understand, here in Cantonese culture, I'm going to explain this nuance to you guys, okay? Here in Cantonese culture, the people are more adventurous and more entrepreneurial, which means a lot of the people here do not depend on a pension, nor do they receive a big pension. The pension here, thank you, Louis and Jealous, the pensions here for the senior citizens that live here is generally much lower than in Beijing, than in Dongbei, than in Manchuria, than other parts of China. The reason why is that in Beijing and these other northern Chinese cities, they view a steady government job, a steady employment as an accountant or as a teacher or as a doctor or nurse as something to be very, very proud of. And it is something to be very proud of. The people here in Guangdong look at entrepreneurship and going out and starting your own business. Thank you, Plant Group. Plant Group will agree with me. Plant Group lives in Guangdong. So when you are an entrepreneur, you don't pay as much into the social security system here as you would if you were a teacher or if you were a government worker. Thank you, Bay and Hannah. So here in these cities right here in really the deep south in Cantonese culture, they don't have, you see, that's what his old house looks like. Okay? They don't have nearly the amount of pensions, as high of the pensions as you would if you were in northern China. Thank you, Shelby. So this is something you have to really understand. Thank you, Yolanda. So you guys can understand northern and southern America. You guys we have the cowboy culture in Texas, right? We got the cowboy culture in Oklahoma. We got, the northern Florida. Northern Florida is very country. Southern Florida is like New York or New Jersey. Thank you, Tiffany and Shelby, right? America, we have our own distinctive Alabama, right? Mississippi, we call that the dirty South in a respectful way, right? We say that in a respectful way. Thank you, Shelby. We got the good old dirty South in a good way, right? With our own unique Louisiana, Alabama, Mississippi culture, Northern Florida. I also consider Northern Florida to be a part of the dirty South, okay? Now, OG, have a great night. Thank you, Olga. Thank you, Tiffany, okay? Here in China, the same thing. Thank you, Olga. North and South China have very distinctive cultures and histories. Does that make sense? Thank you, Olga. Does that make sense, everybody? You got it. Exactly. We got the slippers and shorts culture over here. Exactly. Thank you, Joni. He's exactly right. Plant Groove lives in southern China. He's one of our best viewers. He's been here for a long time. Thank you once again, Olga. Thank you, OG. Now, here in southern China, everybody is super chill. Everybody is super chill. They wear slippers and they wear shorts. They could be a multi-millionaire entrepreneur. You would never tell by walking down the street and looking at them. This is why I love Guangdong. I love Cantonese culture. Thank you, Kay. They love to be Cantonese culture. Thank you, Kay. They love to be low-key. Like this dude right here. Dude, man right here. What up, man? Yo, how you doing, man? He ain't wearing no slippers, but he got the shorts and he got the t-shirt, baby. Okay, so let's keep it moving. Just chilling. Ah, man. He said unwashed to South. Ooh. Man, I'm safe, baby. Man, we in China right now. You know we safe. Let's keep it moving. Ah, we got the swag, baby. We got the swag. You see, look, when y'all see me, man, y'all know me. Okay, man. Rita, thank you, Romel. Thank you, Rita. Thank you, Delilah. I think I gotta go eat now. But let's walk around a little bit more. And let's take out my phone a second after I throw away this cup. I'm still working on this pomegranate juice, by the way. It is nice. It is a beautiful day. Look at these old shops over here. Look at that. Thank you, Jazzy. I'm telling y'all, man. We're traveling. We're on the road again. Thank you, Shelby. We are on the road once again, everybody. Thank you, Melissa. Thank you very much. We're on the road again. And you guys might say, why don't you paint these buildings? Why you don't slap on a fresh coat of paint on these things? Why do you guys think they don't paint these buildings? Why do you guys think the architecture here looks the way that it does? Right? Why do you guys think they don't paint it? Every time I say pomegranate, I still got a little bit left, Annie. Still got a little bit left. Thank you, Philly. The biggest reason that they don't paint this, thank you, True Gods. Thank you, sir. Thank you, Philly. They love it as it is. And a lot of these buildings here are caught between a rock and a hard place. Meaning a lot of the residents that live here would actually like to live one day in a bigger home. But because a lot of these have historical value, the government is reluctant to tear them down. And right now, because the Chinese economy, when it comes to real estate, is stuck in a rut, there's no developers that have enough money to give compensation to give all the people that live out here. So this is why they stuck between a rock and a hard place, because there's a lot of people in these neighborhoods that would love to move into a newer building, a newer apartment. But because with the real estate market the way it is, not a lot of developers can afford to tear all this down and then pay individual compensation to everybody that lives inside. So this is why probably, and when you think about it, by the way, if this was in Shenzhen, this would, once the compensation is paid, this will be torn down in 2 weeks. Thank you, Zach. This will be torn down in 2 weeks if we were in Shenzhen or Beijing or Shanghai, where land is especially valuable. Okay, this right here probably will be this way for the next 20 years. I don't think anything's gonna happen to this place for 20 years. Okay, because it's a small town. Just isn't as much economic activity going on. Okay, so let's keep it moving. Thank you, Zach, man. I appreciate you. I appreciate the heart. That's how we move up the rankings. That's how let's keep the hearts coming. They only cost a penny. That's how we move up the rankings. Look at these kids out here. And I will say this. When you come out to places like this, this is this is the places in China. Thank you, Travel Bee and Random Vince, that makes me feel the most like I'm at home. like my childhood growing up. Thank you, Linda and Enigma and D-Sim. The hearts help us move up the rankings, everybody. Thank you, Random. Thank you. I don't know. These are Chinese pomegranates. These are Chinese pears. Yeah, these are Chinese pears. So cheap. 10 yuan for 3 jing. 40 cents a pound. Thank you, Janelle and Dee and Shelby. 40 cents a pound. Like, you look at these paintings right here, right? You see the Chairman Mao. Thank you, Shelby. And what's so especially prominent, and what's so especially prominent about these paintings that you see on the wall here is that we couldn't be any further from Beijing. Beijing is 4 hours flight away from here. Thank you, Shauna and Shelby. You can still see just how traditional these homes are, how traditional these families are. Look at this. Thank you, Ni Hao Ma. I don't even see this in, honestly, my hometown area. I don't even see this a lot, but you see it here. Thank you, I Am Wells. Very, very traditional. Let's keep it moving. And another thing I have to tell you guys, do not think that just because these homes look a little bit older, that the people here don't live well. That couldn't be any further from the truth. That could not be any further from the truth. In my opinion, the folks here live way more comfortable than my stupid ass in Shenzhen. Thank you, Linda. See, I'm dumb. I live in Shenzhen. I'll be paying rent in Shenzhen to live in a tiny ass apartment. Thank you, Carrie. Man. Did you see that? That's what I was about to say. He calling an Uber. I thought this is a way for him to tell all his girlfriends to assemble. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, I'm done eating. All my girlfriends, y'all finish eating too. Y'all come out. Okay, thank you, Trump. Okay? See, this is what I'm telling you guys. It's like, don't think that just because these homes look older, the kids don't have a good life. In fact, as a matter of fact, I always tell you guys who are watching, kids that are growing up here are lucky. They are insulated from so many of the things that happen in bigger cities in China. You know what I'm saying? A lot of the bigger cities where life, in my opinion, is a lot more cold and insulated. People feel a sense of distance from each other. Thank you, Victor and Ada Torres and Brown Sugar. Very, very calm, very, very close-knit. I just think honestly, man, if I had when I will have kids one day, when I have a kid, I don't want to go as far as to say I'm going to live here and grow up here because I do want my kids to see the bigger world out there. But what I'm trying to say is, like, these kids have it pretty good. You know, they get to eat their grandma and their grandpa's cooking. You know, thank you, Maurice. They get to live a life that, in my opinion, is so much less stress compared to someone living in a bigger Chinese city. My humble opinion, just my humble opinion. I'm not saying I'm right, just my humble opinion. Okay, so when you guys look at this, don't feel like, this is something that, don't feel like this is not a good way to live just because these homes look kind of old and beat up. People here live so much better, in my opinion, in many, many different aspects than the folks that like this right here. Exactly the way my childhood was. I see this right here. Hanging their clothes. Look at that. The good old-fashioned living. She said she couldn't understand my Mandarin. 吃了吗? Thank you, Shelby. I asked her if she ate. Beautiful. I haven't eaten. Thank you, Shelby. I asked her if she ate. Beautiful. I haven't eaten. Can't judge the book by its cover. Exactly. You know what I'm saying? Just peaceful, calm living out here. Hold on. What? You know what I'm saying? Just peaceful, calm living out here. Hold on 1 second, man. Hold on 1 second. Now it's time for me to take out my phone. And we need to find out where I am because I'm lost. And we need to find out where I am because I'm lost. You see this thing, this red thing around. You see this thing, this red thing around his neck? Anybody know what that is? This red. Hold on 1 second. Hold on 1 second. Let me whip out my phone. Man, that's a subtropical climate, so it's pretty. We've been wandering for so long that, frankly, I need to figure out where I am. Hold up 1 second. Are we lagging? The red tide is something that they do out here they do this in communist China, where the school kids all wear this red thing around their neck, I think as a pledge of allegiance to the Communist Party. Okay, it doesn't mean that the kids are Communist Party members, but it is something that I had to do when I was a kid going to school. When I was in elementary school, I also had to tie that thing around my neck. It's basically like a tie for kids. Okay, thank you, Moto. It's like basically like a tie for young kids. You know what I'm saying? And then you'll see some kids that have something around their left or right arm. It means that they are the class captain, okay, or like the head of the class, basically the kid with the best grades. Okay, so they have a lot of things here in China that give merit to a kid that, you know, probably back home, you know, the culture that we have back home now, everybody gets participation trophies. You know, we don't really have that in America, but I haven't seen one yet. But some kids will have it around their left arm, a lapel, and they'll wear it, and the number of stripes is going to show. If you have 3 stripes, it means that you're the class captain. If you have 2 stripes, it means like you're the class treasurer, or you're the, you know, a lower ranking. Basically, it's very, very hierarchical. Thank you, Pepper. Okay? It's the bloods. Let's keep moving. Keep it moving. All right, time to go get lunch. How much for one of these scooters, man? Cheap. $400 or $500. Cheap as hell. It means that he's a senior manager. Let's keep moving. See, look at all these kids on the back of their parents' bikes. Y'all see that? So many of these kids are on the back of their parents' bicycles, just getting off for lunch. Thank you, Pepper. I don't need a license to drive it. Don't tell nobody this, okay? Don't tell nobody this. I probably shouldn't say this on TikTok. I didn't even bother to put a plate on my scooter. I drive plateless in China, my scooter. I didn't even bother to put a plate on that thing, okay? Because I just don't care. I just don't care. I shouldn't even tell you guys this. I don't even have a plate on it. License? Are you kidding me? Okay, he said, Charlie Lambert said, so rude. Hey, shit. I got caught one time. Okay, I got caught. Man, there's no such thing as a social credit score. I got caught one time. Dude was like, why don't you have a plate? Why don't you have a plate? I said, sir, you try getting a plate with an American passport and see how hard that is. Okay, I said, I'm working on the paperwork. I will get it very soon. I'm playing a little game of cat and mouse with him. I will get it sometime in the year 2025. Okay, we're going to get it in the year 2025. Okay? Thank you, Sharon. Shit. And also, by the way, I put a little nickname on my scooter. Okay, my scooter has a nickname. Thank you, Motor Blur and Sharon. I have a nickname for my scooter. It's called my scooter nickname is called Rolls Royce. Yes, my scooter's name is Rolls Royce. Okay, so when the girls and we talking, I said, I will pick you up from your subway station, or if you're not taking the car here, you take the subway here. I will pick you up in my Rolls Royce. I swear to God, I've said this before. I swear to God, y'all think it's a joke for TikTok. No, sir. No, ma'am. It's not a joke. Thank you, Stone. I tell the ladies, I will pick you up in my Rolls Royce. They get all excited and shit. Thank you, Quinn and Stone and Erica. They get all excited and shit. Okay? I'm like, oh my God. Oh my God. This man's got it. Okay? And then I show up at the subway station. I bring them a helmet because I'm safe. Okay, I'm safe. I always keep it safe. I bring them a helmet, and then I pick them up, and then they say, please get on the back. Damn, I got game. I'm serious. I swear to God, the nickname for my scooter is called Rolls Royce. Don't laugh. I'm serious. My scooter's name is Rolls Royce. Yes. Thank you, Shelby. For real. Okay, thank you, Shelby. I think this is a joke. I'll be laughing and shit. It's not a joke. It's real. Okay, thank you, Shelby. My Rolls Royce. I'm serious. Beautiful. All right, let's keep walking for a little bit more. We're gonna go to a commercial street, and then it's time to go to lunch. All right, time to go to lunch. Thank you, Shelby. Brand new video coming out tomorrow. Stay tuned for that. By the way, I looked at myself in the mirror today. I need to start exercising again, man. I am not in shape. Around my stomach area, I am not in shape. I am A shape. Okay? So we don't need to start working out again. Word of the day. Rolls Royce. 劳斯莱斯. Rolls Royce in Chinese is called 劳斯莱斯. Okay? I got my scooter, and I call it 劳斯莱斯. Thank you, Linda. Yes. Okay? When Charlie Lambert shows up in China, he gets off the airplane with all his suitcase and shit. I'm going to go to Bao'an Airport. I'm going to go pick him up in my scooter Rolls Royce. Now he going to be like, Daniel, what I'm going to do with this luggage I got, man? I'm going to say, Charlie Lambert, you going to hold it over your goddamn head like the women in Africa do. And then we going to ride down the highway together in our Rolls Royce. Okay? You going to put it over your head. Okay? That's how we going to do it. Okay? That's how we going to do it. All right? Shit, that's how we going to do it. He said, I'm done. Shit, this is how we going to do it. All right? Shit. So, Charlie, when you coming? Book my reservation for you. I'm going to charge my scooter up, you know? Shit. You know what? Why don't we call it a wrap around here, and I'll see you guys in like 15 minutes from lunch, because I got to take a car. Let me call a little Uber, take it to lunch. Let's go get a little seafood lunch. Also give me a chance to recharge my phone. All right? Also gives me a chance to recharge my phone. I will be back in 15 minutes. It's not that late back home in America yet. I will be back in 15 minutes. Let me call a car, and then time to go and stream our lunch. During lunch, we're not going to be on dual cam, so please call in. Let's get a little chat going. Okay, thank you, Victoria. Let's get a chat going for lunch. Let's get it going. Let's get a chat going, please. Okay, let's get a chat going. Is there a wrap around, like a reach around? Is there a wrap around? I'm gonna say one last thing. I'm not gonna say the S word here on TikTok, but you know how the Rolls Royce got the S doors? Okay, they got the S doors. You know what I'm saying? I got it on my Rolls Royce scooter too. I got it on mine too. Okay, so you can imagine it. You can imagine it. I got it on mine too. Okay, so you can imagine it. You can imagine it. Imagine it. I got it on mine too. Okay, so you can imagine it. You can imagine it. Okay. I got it on mine.